So if you're born June 30th, go ahead and watch Drag Me to Hell because it connects to Said the Entertainer, who has a wife named Lorna Wells, who's born 217. And in Drag Me to Hell, they have an actress. Her name is Laura Raver, who passed away May 12th recently. So maybe, like I say, sometimes they come for target, and the target is not the target. So Lorna is a very interesting name. And since we're talking about like Merlin Santana in the Steve Harvey show, then Lorna Wells definitely coming through because Said the Entertainer. When we talk about the girls, Kalani, Kendall, Josie, and Sophia that passed away in North Carolina, and Melvin being their last name, reminds me of Melvin Van Peebles, who was born August 21st, Haitian Revolution, Nat Turner Rebellion, passed away 9/21. So then, the Melvin name, they passed away in North Carolina. Chadburn, North Carolina, August 30th. Like Chadwick Boseman or The Bourne Identity. So Melvin played in the Shining movie. So it's connected to this energy because when kids shine, when they're crossing over, they want to get to future heaven on earth. They'll try to ride the children's energy, the gates to heaven. So when you think about Melvin Earl Combs, who August 23rd is Lorraine Warren's husband, Portal. Then Melvin Earl Combs passed away on 126, which is Kobe Bryant's Portal, and was born April 15th, which is Titanic, Federal Reserve, the Mami Wata, the LaRoche family we talked about earlier. That brings me to Sophie Elton and Victoria Santa Cruz. So Sophie K. Elton, born 1027, passed away August 30th. The other one, 1027, August 30th. And Lima, Peru. So that was the whole ritual because they have a date for Lima, Peru connected to August 30th we talked about earlier. So 1027 is like 217, 712, same numbers. Again, when you pay attention to the dates, you start seeing the similarities, and it's a cycle. So when I think about Sophie Elton, I think about Elton John. And then I think about Chad, Bishop of Northumbria, and basically like Chadbourne, and then Ced, like Cedric the Entertainer, they call him Ced, being in the Steve Harvey show, and like Saint Chad, and the connections to United Kingdom, Kent, like Kentucky, like Hopkinsville, Kentucky, like the Hopkinsville witch hunter, Matthew Hopkins. So whenever you go back and you research real people who actually do real meetings, who actually have real money, who actually have real technology, who actually are connected all over the United States to make sure that we live on a zombie farmland and they farm us to work for as little as they could and then trick us to have kids without the proper support and then say if it was a volunteer job, but you're not getting paid for it. So then that's that. But most people want to have children, so sometimes, children is their life. Some people don't want to grow up and just be grown up by themselves. They want to start a family. Children are family. But these days, they're letting the men just go away from the responsibilities, and then they blame you for choosing the man, even if you were married. So like those little girls being alone in Chadbourne, North Carolina, it's kind of like, where was she? Was she at work? Did she have no babysitter? Where was dad? All the questions I have to say, like, why is it? Sometimes moms have to go to work in the middle of the night and rely on the oldest to take care of the youngest. So it could be she's at work. I don't know. Hopefully she wasn't at the club. But if she was at work or she was trying to make money for her child or the children, then, that's what we trying to do is they're working us like farm animals that don't have children. So again, Elton John, the Melvin girls, and the dream I had with them being in the tub, going with Papa Pope, Papa Legba, and Papa from Stranger Things, and her going in the pool to astral travel, or the tub, with maybe some ice, I believe. The movie Drag Me to Hell is 1 hour and 39 minutes, 913 B613. So definitely connected. And the fire in the Melvins, they take you down, but they want to ride on your energy in order to get into future heaven on earth. Because they only could go in through innocence or someone who did the work in purgatory to make it to the side. So Lindsay Lohan, 7'2", the twins, the redheads, Parent Trap, Paraphernalia, the Paraphernalia ritual, which happens February 13th until the 21st. And then the other Lemuria ritual that happens May 9th, 11th, 13th. All about these old ancient rituals where they're searching for Lemurias. Goes with Tenet, people from the past and the future trying to change what's going on, which is why I had the dream. And Cat, like Catwoman, Katniss, Hunger Games, and the oxygen mask. Like a lot of it has to do with Halle Berry talks about being Catwoman. And then, of course, a lot of references to Taylor Swift and Cats. She's also in the Cats movie. So he wears this because the oxygen on the other side is different. So when you go in space or you go in water, you're always going to wear something. So in order to time travel back and forth, a lot of those people try to go in submarines or in spaceships to try to change the past in the future, because their future they're losing. This movie came out 7/17, which is Queen Camilla's birthday. She's married to King Charles. They're definitely known to go to Hogwarts School. So when you think about Santana and the singer, the Abraxas, Columbia Records, think about Columbia, Malcolm coming from Columba, and Santana, Merlin Santana. And Abraxas, where you get, if you watch Jupiter Ascending, it's a movie and they basically have this girl who has the same DNA as one of the queens, and they try to make her be the queen so they can steal all her gifts, all her money. But she's like, nah, I'd rather be back in the United States with my family I love. I could be the same person reincarnated, but I'm not the same person as I was before. So Abraxas, the album, the Annunciation, a lot of things go over. Annunciation, Catholic School, August 27, Pum Pum. Also, December 14, George Washington also goes with Sandy Hook. Sandy Hook, Pum Pum, December 14th as well. So same timeline. So the Astral Waters, George Washington, Society Sinceritatis, time traveling, trying to get innocence in order to travel over in the spiritual realm to get into the gates of heaven, because you can't get in because Ogun is there. Okay? Then you have like Michael Jackson, born August 29th, like Katrina, passed away June 25th, like Mami Wata, her feast day. Michael Joseph Jackson. So then January 27th, he was on Pepsi commercial and he had burnt his hair. So 27, red gematria, red hair, 27 Club. PepsiCo, okay, which was founded August 28th. Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman, passed away August 28th. So did Emmett Till. He had like a portal August 28th, I think maybe birthday. June 8th it was founded. We talk about June 8th a lot because Kanye and Andrew Jackson in the $20 bill in the Jeffrey Island. So if you go back in the past 19 videos, I'm on 20, you'll see these connections. New Bern, North Carolina, Burns, The Simpsons, who's running the mill, okay? Burning, the Melvins, Caleb Bradham, Pepsi Cola. So 828, Pepsi Cola, which goes into North Carolina and what was going on in Bern, Switzerland, founded by Baron of Bernburg, County Craven, like West Craven. So the state's North Carolina, the county's Craven, West Craven, named after Bern, Switzerland. Switzerland's where they have CERN. CERN, they go down chutes, and it looks like a big bottom of the washer and dryer machine. So you go down and you're sliding down. There's a lot of spiritual things happening in CERN in the Large Hadron Collider. New Bern City, Bern. So just pay attention to those. And Bern is like born. So William Craven, June 26 to 49. So Craven, West Craven, spiritual warfare all the way up to the UK. The parent company, the Parent Trap, Lindsay Lohan, the twins, B613, Papa Legba, Mama Legba, Papa Pope, Mama Pope, Beyonce's twins, the Ashley and Mary-Kate twins, 613. So all that has to do with a lot of this. Papa Legba, 613. Craven passed away 8/30th. So Wes Craven, August 20th, like J.D. Vance, starting mess with the Haitians. And August 30th, when those girls burn, like Freddie Krueger in the house. The Melvin family. So that's the connections. And like to Usher, Vance, because in the movie Tenet, they talked to a couple Indian people about how to time travel, and they're being taught by them. So Haitians, voodoo versus like Indian spirituality. Like, because England basically went into India and did some stuff over there, so they're definitely on some stuff. And a lot of behavioral health doctors are Indian, so they kind of like be like, oh no, that person needs help, but they know when you're getting, attacked spiritually, but they know what the people are making melanated people look like. So it's very interesting. So because of what he said about the Haitian, she's part of the spiritual happenings right now. Fall of the House of Usher. Yeah.